World Health Organization recognizes World Mental Health Day on 10th October every year. This day is a chance to talk about mental health in general, how we need to look after it, and how important it is to talk about things and get help if you are struggling. The theme selected for the discussion is understanding and caring for self. A student enters school as a unique individual, molded by genes, environment, and a certain spark within herself himself. However, as she or he wins his way through the curriculum, frequently a desire to fit in, to be like everyone else grows, diluting the spark of his uniqueness. It could be to counteract the peer pressure that they have gotten about self. Now the question is, what is self? The self is an individual person as the object of his or her own reflection. It is how someone thinks about, evaluates, or perceives themselves. To be aware of oneself is to have a concept of self. We can take an example. We could think that I am a good friend. No one has told me that I am a good friend, but I myself feel yes, I am a good friend to the others. I am helpful in times of need. I'm always there for my friend, and I make a concept that yes, I am a good friend. So this was something positive about thinking about yourself. Now there are some instances where we think even negatively about ourselves. Like in case we think I am not good in maths. Numbers are not meant for me. What happens in this? We ourselves are creating a barrier in saying that no, I'm not good enough to learn maths. That is no excuse in that. Maybe in we had some failures earlier. Because of that, we feel no, we can't. Everyone can learn math. There's no one who can't. Only thing we just need to feed our brains by saying yes, I can, I will, and I will do it. Repeatedly say this. I can, I will, and I will do it. Boost your mental self, boost yourself, gain that confidence, and you will see how there will be wonders in your life. Now, self concept tends to be more malleable when you're young and still going through the process of self discovery and identity formation. We usually think who we are. So, as we proceed, maybe till we reach the age of adolescence, we are able to know who we are. With age, usually, you know who is important to you, when a particular thing you need to do, when you need to say certain things, how you need to respond to a particular situation, or what is important to you. So we can sum up the self as your belief, it's your perception. It is you who make things. Then self image, how you see yourself. Do I see myself as an important individual, someone who will be able to take up responsibilities? Then how I feel about myself. This is very, very important. Self-esteem. These all three major components will make up yourself. So remember to have a good percept, good self-image, and a good self-esteem in order to be a better self of you. Now we'll see why the self-concept is important. Now, a person's self-concept helps define who they think they are and how they fit into the world. That in itself makes self concept important because every individual wants to know themselves and feel as though they belong. It is very true. I and you want to feel belong to this world. Yes, I am something. I have some part to play. Maybe it is in my family, maybe it will be in the school or in the society in which we live. Yes, we are of utmost importance. Now, in order to find out how much importance I give to myself, what are my feelings towards myself, we can find out by having a self esteem test. So I request each one of you who are watching this video to, kindly copy down this link and please answer this test. So this test will tell you about, how you feel about yourself. So this test is very easy. It just consists of 10 questions. You need to read each statement very carefully and as per there will be agree, strongly agree and all on how you agree a particular statement, and don't do too much of overthinking. So whatever is your first answer is the right answer, and answer this test. At the end of the test you'll get a graph, and in case you have a score below 15, so that means there's something you need to care about yourself something more. So nothing to worry. There are some procedures also with which you can care for yourself. You can build on yourself. So remember this very important quote: you need to work on yourself, by myself, for myself, nobody else. You are responsible for yourself. Also, Kate Reed has said that self-care is giving the world the best of you instead what's left of you. So these words are so inspiring. It helps us to give out the best we have. Now we'll see how do we care for ourselves. So self-care will include caring for one's physical, emotional, spiritual, and relationship needs. So without self-care, we develop feelings of fear, anger, sadness, frustration, because what we feel is we are good for nothing. That is what keeps on revolving in our mind. Because of that, we develop all these ill kind of feelings. Then there could be also change in appetite. We don't feel like eating anything. There's a drain of energy. Always we are drowsy, tired, and interest. No, I'm not interested in this. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in anything. So there are some valuable tips which will help you to take care of yourself. Move a little. Now, what is this move a little? You can do some physical activities like running or jogging, just moving here and there. So when you do these physical activities, according to science, what will happen is that there's the endorphin hormone that will elevate your mood and you'll feel happy. Then even regular exercises, it will help your even the physical health by keeping your digestive. and cardiovascular and immune system strong. So you need to just take some steps. One, two, three. Then most important is you are what you eat. In case you've been eating all this junk food, what will happen is you will cause illness, maybe because of the, you know, it's mostly processed food. So you need to feed yourself, with nutritious food, with a proper balance of carbohydrates, protein. So what will happen is it will help you keep a healthy body. So also don't you be keep overeating. Maybe if you're stressed, some people will eat chocolates, some people will overeat. Oh, that is not good enough. Then the most important thing is sleep tonic. We take tonics when we are not well. So the sound sleep will help us, to think well. Our behavior will be good because in case we don't sleep, we'll be very irritated the next morning, and increased control over ourselves because we'll be in poise. An increased focus, I will be able to think more clearly because in case I'm sleepy, I'm not able to think anything, and definitely it will improve our academic life. Yes, your results in exams will improve. That is why it is said, do not study too late night the day before exam. You require to sleep well. What will happen is your mind will get exhausted, and the next day you will tend to forget. Now, online disconnection. We've seen this internet is turned off all the time, being online, no using maybe online classes, maybe so, or maybe some social media. It can be very exhausting all the time looking just online on. Why don't you all just disconnect yourself, listen to some music, or do anything, something which makes you feel relaxed. Then organization is the key. Definitely you need to organize your day well in advance at so and so time, and that's why we make a timetable so that we know what things we need to do and we follow it like a ritual. So what happens is when we are able to organize things, we'll focus on that particular thing at that time, and even will help our mind align ourselves, and we become more organized persons, which will definitely help each one of us. So I thank each one of you for your patience.